Welcome to the channel. My name is Gary and Tommy. This is Straight 6 Fan. We like to focus on budget-minded, relatable, creative builds. A little something I like to call offbeat, hot-running guys today. Man, it's the start of a new beginning, but no great real content probably here today because I want to kick off what I'm calling Fairmont February, which is it's time to finally start back on Project Low Fairmont. So, but today it's about cleaning out the garage. While I normally would avoid doing something like cleaning the garage on a Sunday, the Lord's Day, avoiding unnecessary work and focus on something like my hobbies. Well, I've been that busy at work that, in fact, I went into work yesterday on Saturday, that I feel like it kind of falls under the category of necessary work now, but because the garage is just so disgusting from, of course, our recent snowstorms and all that sludge and everything. And so if I'm going to want my next weekend, when I do actually work on Project Low Fairmont, to be more enjoyable, I don't want to be rolling around in crud and stuff. So I cleaned the garage today. Now, before we get into what that looked like, I want to show you something real quick on Project Low Fairmont. Like I said, today's more about getting the garage cleaned up, but I thought, you know, it's a beautiful day out here. It is Super Bowl Sunday, February 2nd, and it's like 68 degrees outside, and it's not even noon yet. But I thought before I pull the car back inside, I pulled the back seat out of Project Low Fairmont to investigate the brake line that goes through. So before we start tearing everything apart, I figured I would make sure this is a problematic area under the seat, but while there is some rust, and I apologize for the intense shadows based on the time of day that we are recording, as you can see, this line is a little rusty, at least this little spring covering, but it does not appear that there's anything wet or that this has rusted through in any way, shape, or form. So I don't know if we want to call that good news or bad news. I guess it's just good news is I can cross it off the list. I don't have to worry about it. Bad news is that means it probably is I do have to do what I think I have to do. Take the master cylinder out and kind of start from scratch. Obviously I pulled up the threshold. The line looks good all the way through, so I had part of me worried that when I had installed the kill mat that maybe, you know, this foil facing was not a good material to come in contact with, you know, the brake line metal, and maybe I had started some galvanic action or something there, but no, it all appears to be in good shape as well. But anyway, let's get back to the task at hand and just get the garage prepped for pulling this thing back in next week. If you were wondering mid-time lapse there what I was welding, well, you may have noticed, you may have not. I just was creating a new air hose hanger. My old one really wasn't the right tool for the job. It was like a bike hanger that you would like hang a bicycle tire, you know, the front tire off of the wall. So this has a positive kind of lip to it, so the hose can't fall off like it used to. Anyway, so this is something that kind of long overdue, but just something simple that is going to be a huge help with organization. There we are, a clean garage. That feels so much better. One more reason why I am doing what I'm doing today is it is Super Bowl Sunday, and while I'm not a Chiefs fan, living this close to Kansas City, I gotta watch this game, you know? Actually, self-admittedly, last 2 years, I probably paid more attention to YouTube editing during Super Bowl Sunday than actually watching the game. So, like, I really don't watch a whole lot of NFL, but yeah, like I said, it's just too big of a story around these parts to not pay attention to the game this year. So trying to keep the workload light here today and just set myself up for next weekend. But wanted to remind you guys, Car Guy and Six Fan Show, we are deep into season 3 now, and I hope you guys are liking kind of the new format where we're having more interviews. And so just a reminder, that is with Old Car Auto Guy, Thursday nights, 7 p.m. Central. Link to his channel up over this direction. And special guest this week you won't want to miss, Dan Courier of Creator Fundamentals will be on. So have your questions ready for YouTube growth strategy, because this guy knows his stuff. Hope you can make it. But yeah, if you guys can't remember where we left off with Project Low Fairmont, I'll leave over. Wait a second. Up over here is kind of where we left off, and down over there is just the general playlist. So go check out one of those videos so you are ready to go for next week and know what we have to do, where we're going to pick up. That's going to do it for this episode. Until next time, peace out.